What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Glazed. Before I get into, the normal intro and everything, I'm recording this as kind of a prerequisite to the next episode where we're going to be going to the Azure Pokemon Safari and exploring around there and seeing what's next for us in the game. I mentioned I wanted to add to the team, and that's what we're going to be doing in this first part. So I'm in this random Pokemon Center. Where are we, you might ask? I am on Haunted Isle, and we're going to be going through Haunted Rock to catch the next member of the team. If you remember, I kind of broke down what the trade stones are, and they make it so that you can fully evolve Pokemon that you would otherwise need to trade to get them fully evolved. So no, it is not a Misdreavus. I think a Misdreavus, in order to fully evolve them, you have to, like a Dusk Stone or something, in order to get Miss Magius, however the hell you pronounce it. But I'm sure if you're watching this, you can put two and two together what we're looking for here. I had to backtrack all the way. Oh, okay. Haunter, yes. I'm going to not catch a Haunter. I'm looking for a Ghastly. Okay. And I know Haunter, be like, oh, you can catch a Haunter and you just trade to him right away and get Gengar. Yes, I get that, but I want to catch Ghastly because, A, I like to have a Pokemon's full evolution line. As, okay, the levels here are very rangy. Another Haunter. I like to have the Pokemon's full evolution line. And there's, certain moves that Pokemon learn through level up at certain stages that they don't get otherwise. So I like to catch Pokemon at their base form. That way I can, research and see whatever moves I can learn through level up. And there we go, we get a Ghastly. So I'm going to catch a Ghastly for the team because knowing that we have the trade stones in tow, we can catch this thing, evolve it into Haunter, and then once we get the move set that we want from it, we can evolve this thing into a freaking Gengar, which I've always wanted to use Gengar, but I've never been able to because didn't have a method to trade, so, and also just didn't really want to put the effort into buying another system myself, getting another copy and whatever. Because I had some friends that played Pokemon growing up, but I don't know, never really was that into like the catch 'em all aspect of it to get every Pokemon. So I just Pokemon like Ghastly, Alakazam and stuff kind of just went to the wayside a little bit. But in this game, in the Raw Max, where we're able to fully evolve this thing, I'm going to catch it. Ghastly is going to be a member of the team. If I had known we had trade stones, I would have caught this thing earlier, but it's not going to be too hard at all to get this thing leveled up. What I think I might do with training the Ghastly, obviously I'll slap the experience share on it and go from there, but that Eevee that we have in tow, I'm going to start to level that thing up just in case there is an evolution in mind that I would like to use. So I think what I'm going to do off camera with training Ghastly, because I mean ours is level 16, so we're at the point in the game we got 5 badges, we're fighting things in the mid 30s now, so we got to get this thing leveled up pretty quickly. I'm also going to level up that Eevee just in case I want to use the evolution, so we have a couple options. But first off, let's take a look at our Ghastly. Ghost Poison type, raising the defense and lowering the special defense. That is not a good nature. Well, I mean, I guess with the physical special split, it's not all bad. But yeah, Ghastly, really good special attack and speed, which, speaking of, well, I need to see if it learns Shadow Ball by level up, because we have that Shadow Ball TM. But let's go ahead and give this thing the experience share now. Which, do I have it on? So yeah, I have it on Zoroark. So let's go ahead and give Ghastly the experience share. And I'll start to train this thing up a little bit off camera, probably by the time I record again. I'll probably have it in like level 20 or so. I need to make sure, I know it evolves into Haunter in the 20s, I can't remember, but I don't want to miss any evolutions. But yeah, so excited to have Ghastly on the team. It's going to be the official 5th team member, so we got one more slot remaining. And you know, like I said, we got a couple options that we go. We got the Eevee in tow. I know we have that Glaceon, but there's a game in the future that I like to use Glaceon in. So I think I'm going to hold off on using Glaceon, knowing that I'm going to use it in the future most likely. But obviously nothing's set in stone. But so I think I'm going to hold off on that. But that Eevee, that's something we could look for the 6 team member as well. But I mean, I might even change my mind honestly and go with Glaceon, because I mean, I think Glaceon's a pretty good Pokemon, and having the nature that it does is pretty solid. But we'll see. I'll make that decision when it comes down to that time. But you know, we got the Eevee as well. Nothing else in here really we're going to use. So for now, we'll have this party of 6, obviously with Pikachu being the HM user. I'm gonna have to backtrack all the way back to North Coast Town and then Azure, or Cape Azure, Jesus, because we do not have Fly, which is kind of crazy at this point in the game. And despite the fact that Swellow clearly has capable wings, cannot fly us back to Camp Azure. So I'll backtrack off camera, I'll train up a little bit, and give the proper intro when I see you guys next. So yeah, excited to have this Ghastly, and mostly excited that I am able to have a Gengar in the future. But we'll see that when it comes to it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake, and welcome back to more Pokemon Glazed. In the last episode, we took down the North Coast Town gym and got our 5th gym badge in the game. So we are now over halfway through this adventure in terms of badges, and we made our way to Cape Azure and was going to go see Chell because we saw Blake, who was saying, hey, this girl with green hair was looking for you out by the Safari Zone. So we're going to do that. Real quick though, I started this off with a precursor catching Ghastly, which, oh, not Pokedex. As you see here, we have him on our team ready to go. Also, I just noticed the Pokedex, the Hoenn Dex is the main one, but they have the National Dex there, so it makes sense because this is a ROM hack of Emerald. Anyway, something here in Stormy City I wanted to show. I've been meaning to be better at this, about like, you know, with these ROM hacks, being more diligent, like talking to people and seeing what we can find. If you are here in Stormy City and go to the Pokemon Adoption Clinic, you can talk to these Pokemon. Jolteon and myself are best friends. I want to be adopted only by someone who can take us both in. And Jolteon says the same thing. You can talk to this little Mudkip here, even though we already, sweet little girl, maybe we should put those in. Gay? No. We already have a Mudkip, don't need you anyway. In order to take care of the Pokemon, we take them in hoping to give a new home. Feel free to adopt one if you hit it off. Alright? Most Pokemon here are friendly, except for that Grovyle is somewhat grumpy. Be careful around it. If you go talk to the Grovyle, you seem different than other people. Yes, I can work with that. Will you adopt me? Sure! You get a free Grovyle. So, 2nd stage evolution of Trico, one of the Hoenn starters. So, yeah. Now, I don't think I'm going to be using this Grovyle for the team. Even though, you know, it's not definitely pretty good to get a grass type, and you know, especially a starter with those stats. I'll keep it in the party for now because we are kind of susceptible to water types. We don't really have a grass or electric type to deal super effective damage on them. So wouldn't be a bad idea to have it in the back pocket, but I think I'm going to pass on it because I might get usage out of a Grovyle in the future. Who knows? But anyway, talk to this guy. He says something about Trainer Isle. I'm gonna pass, I think, because I was talking to another person here. Yeah, I can just make out Trainer Isle and then the Tunon League. So I'm wondering if Trainer Isle's like the precursor to the Pokemon League. So I'm gonna ignore that for now. But anyway, now that I've shown that, I just wanted to give you guys a look at that in case you are happen to be playing along with this game and want a grass type, you can get yourself a grass type starter. So again, I don't think I'm going to use it because I don't know. I want to save that spot for, like, I don't want to have two Gen 3 starters on the team. And also, again, like, if and when I do a Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, Trico is my favorite starter in Gen 3, so, you know, probably going to use it in the future anyway. But you didn't hear that from me. You don't want to spoil any future plans, but yeah, so. And again, I kind of talked about this when I was catching Ghastly. Like, I like to catch Pokemon and have their full evolution line, right? So that's why I caught a Ghastly instead of just getting a Haunter, even though I know it's like, what the hell's the difference, or what's the big deal, you know, I get that, but I don't know, it's just, I like to raise a Pokemon fully, you know, but I don't know, I can make exceptions here and there. For a Grovyle, that's an exception I could definitely make, because I love Sceptile, and if you ever played the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, Grovyle plays a really big part in the DS one, the Explorers of Sky or whatever, which I really love those games. I need to go back and play those. So I like Grovyle, but again, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it for the team, but that could change. I wanted to adopt it just so that, like, if I did change my mind and be like, okay, let's use this thing, I mean, then we have it, you know, so. But anyway, I have to remember where to go here in Mount Stratus in order to get to North Coast Town. Oh, okay, there we go. And now you'll kind of see, I mentioned this a bit off camera. Yeah, these guys will rebattle you. If you remember back when we were first here, he was like, yeah, my friends are all rough and rowdy, we'll rebattle you on the spot. They actually will, which is a cool mechanic, but I'm not going to lie. I mean, again, I could do this off camera, but when it makes for backtracking, it's kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. It's like you just want to get to your destination. Now, in this case, it is kind of helpful for us because we have the experience share on Ghastly. So, I mean, he's going to get some really good levels here. Ghastly evolves into Haunter, I believe. Bulbapedia at level 25. And, okay, yeah, I don't know why I was keeping Swallow out there, but it is what it is. Let's go Swampert, I guess. And there was, like, I was looking up its moveset. Oh, also, there's a lady in Stormy City that you can talk to in one of the houses, and she's like, I'm making food using boiling water, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to learn Scald? And Scald is a really good water type move because it can burn Pokemon. Despite the fact that it's a water type, it can have the burn effect. So I would definitely recommend going through the houses in Stormy City and talking to everyone. And if you find a lady cooking, talk to her because she'll give you the TM for Scald. Unfortunately, it's not super effective on ice types, even though, you know, it kind of would make sense if it was, but we'll have to just thug it out. Or we can face something with a water subtype, so we'll still do super effective damage. That's good too. But anyways, we're going to backtrack here. I'm not sure how much we'll do in this episode since, you know, we're really just going to see Chell at the Safari Zone, so we'll see what exactly we need to do there. But I'm also taking up some time with the backtracking and catching Ghastly, so don't want to do too long of an episode. Ghastly's already up to level 19, very nice. See, that in this situation, it is great to have, you know, these repeat battles, because again, I've said this, the trainer battles do so much more experience than WoW Pokemon, and when you're trying to raise a Pokemon that's, you know, 15 levels below the rest of your party, this is very helpful. So if you're doing something similar, definitely just farm these guys. I'm not going to battle them over and over. This is my third time fighting this guy. Hopefully it's the last. I don't know when we get Fly in this game, but it cannot come soon enough. Again, we got 2 levels from Ghastly there, and he didn't have to do anything, but still. Let's progress through this as fast as we can here. One more. This guy has the Frost Lasso. I'm going to switch Infernape out front so he can do as much damage as possible. And then I think we'll be home free to make it to Azure Cape or whatever it's called. Also, there was some, when I was backtracking, you know, going through some of the other cities, you can find Joltix on the way to Stormy City. And Joltix are one of my favorite Pokemon, especially Gen 5. I really considered using it for the team, but again, kind of similar logic to Grovyle. I use Joltix pretty much every time I play Gen 5. And for these ROM hacks where you have a bunch of Pokemon, I kind of want to, you know, try new Pokemon I don't normally use. And kind of mix and match teams. Like, I never use Ghastly because I can never get it fully evolved in regular playthroughs. But in this case, I'm going to use it all day. Nightshade does the amount of damage equivalent to your level, so for Ghastly right now, it would do 21 HP every time. But yeah, I like to, I mean, for Gen 4, like, I hardly ever pick Chimchar, even though it's a pretty popular Pokemon, I'd say. I always preferred Piplup or Turtwig. And, like, I do like Mudkip, so I take it a lot whenever I play Gen 3. But I definitely prefer Trico, which is why I don't think I'm going to use the Grovyle, because I use Trico a ton. Pretty much any time I go back and play Gen 3. But, I mean, as I speak of that, I mean, it's kind of fitting because we're playing a Gen 3 ROM. I've actually never even beaten Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. As much as, you know, I like Pokemon and everything, that game kind of fell in the period where the interest for me was dipping a little bit. Not that I didn't like Pokemon at all, but, you know, you just start to play other games and all that. So I never actually beat Emerald. So, again, if and when, I say if, it's more when I play through Pokemon Emerald, it'll actually be my first time beating it, so. Anyway, we carry on here. These snowboarders up ahead do not rematch you, which is good for saving time. Let's go ahead and surf across here to the Icicle Tunnel. I don't think... Did I battle against these guys? I didn't. Okay. I honestly couldn't remember if I battled against these guys. I think I may have battled one or two of them, but... Yeah, well, again, more experience for Ghastly here. Maybe we'll get a Ghastly evolution in this episode. Who knows? Okay, thank you for not using an ice type attack. I mainly just have Swallow out front just because he hasn't been getting a whole lot of run lately, and I want to make sure the team's balanced in terms of levels. So even though he's not at a good type matchup here, we'll be okay. Okay, Weavile, I'm not even going to mess around because this thing is definitely going to knock out Swellow. So let's switch to Infernape. Yeah, the Icy Wind would have absolutely pulverized us. We were quad weak to fighting types, so... There we go. Alright. Let's carry on here. I think there was only like 3 trainers. Okay, I definitely haven't battled this guy, but I'm gonna go back and battle these. Again, I don't want to take up too much time just doing trainer battles. I want to see what Chell is up to at Cape Azure or the Safari Zone. So let's just skedaddle past these guys. And there we go. Okay. Music here is awesome. Let's go ahead and carry on down this way. So, 2-Knot Safari Zone. Catch to your heart's content. What do you gotta say? Safari Zone trainers aren't allowed to battle Pokemon in the Academy. Catching Pokemon requires a lot of luck. Okay. Alright. Welcome to Safari Zone. Is your first time here? Yes! In Safari Zone, you start with 30 Safari Balls. You can stay as long as you want, so enjoy your time. Safari Zone, you can catch for it. Okay. Pokey snack case, you look cute. Oh. Yeah, I remember we, like, walked past that place. And I didn't actually, like, go into it. Are you a trainer? Oh. Well, I guess we'll see what kind of Pokemon we can find here. A Nincada. Yeah, I'm not interested in you at all, no offense. Nincada can, that's the one that evolves into either Ninjask, or evolves into Ninjask. 20 zone, I'll give you a prize. Okay, 20 Pokemon Safari Zone will give us a prize, okay. Evolves into either Ninjask, like Overseas Bridge. Let's see if there's anything in the Azure Inn here. $1 million! Holy crap, yes. Oh yeah, I can't tell me. $1 million, that's funny. Okay. Or maybe because your guy's charging $1 million. Okay. Let's go ahead and head back around. Alright, this is the performance hall. Hello, this is a reception cover for Pokemon contest. You don't have a Poké Snack case. Alright. No. I just wanted the case. What do you gotta say? Alright. So I know, like, contests, I believe, were introduced in Gen 3, so that seems like maybe just, you know, their version of that in this, but I'm not going to mess around too much with that right now. Now that we got this case... Oh, whoops. Let's talk to this guy now. Alright. So I'm guessing that case is like, you know how when you're in the Safari Zone you can give... Or you can give, like, bait and stuff. And Axew, okay. So, yeah, let's see what kind of Pokemon we can... Okay, Axew, that's fitting. Well... Lady, if you just look, like, 2 steps below you, you'll find one. Okay, not a bad option there. A Mawile. Yeah, not interested in that either. But let's go ahead and get this item here. What is this? What do you got for me? Max Revive, okay. Alright, what's this little thing in the middle here? What kind of water types we got? Psyduck. Okay, don't hit a water type. Oh! I was just button mashing and... Well, let's see if we catch it. Nope. Okay, well, fuck you. Watching carefully now. Watch me run away on my Goldeen. Okay, what's this here? Huh. Okay. Alright. We gotta find Chell and see what the hell she wants. We got a story to progress. Alright. You're not Chell if you want a real trash child. 64, yeah, I'm good on that. You've got 0 Pokemon. So it seems like there's some dragon types here. A Rhyhorn, that's like a Safari Zone staple. Yeah, not going to get a Rhyhorn myself. Okay, you can track certain Pokemon, I got you. So is this something that was in... Okay, there's a Dino, or Dino, however you pronounce it, that evolves into Hydreigon. Which is a really good Pokemon, but again, level 64, yeah, no thank you. Let's see, what else? Okay, another one. And also, a lot of these, like, pseudo-legendary dragons, their level up rates are a lot slower than other Pokemon, so... I mean, unless you're content to level grind and have the patience for that, I don't know. I've never, like, Dragon Pokemon are really good. Well, usually. Okay, Druddigon. I can't remember if this is a rock in Dragon or Dragonfly. I don't know. I don't know. Let's throw a Park Ball at it. Let's see what happens. Why not? Oh, damn it. Well, fuck you. Okay. So it seems like you can find a lot of the Gen 5 Pokemon here. Oh, there's Chell right here. Well, crap. No point in going farther, I guess. God, don't do that, LJ. I guess the blue-haired guy gave you the message. How about we battle again? What happens if I say, let's do it? Wait, I thought we couldn't use our Pokemon in Safari Zone. We're breaking the law here. Alright. Chell now has 4 Pokemon, and why are you starting with Raichu? I thought you would start with your Witcher. With your Bayleaf. Okay, whatever. I have something that you can't attack with an electric type move, so suck it. Haha! That's called strategy. There's no way you survive this. There's no way. There's no way. There we go. Alright, Gas is level 23. Very good. Now you're going to send out Bailey from switch out again. Breloom. Okay. I am going to switch again. Yeah, that would have been bad news bears for Swampert because you'd have been quad weak to that. Okay, and you are quad weak to this, so die. Alright. Oh, Meganium now, okay. Thank you for that. Really appreciate being poisoned. I wonder what her 4th Pokemon's gonna be. So she's got an electric type, 2 grass types. So does that mean she has a 2nd electric type? Critical hit. Is that not a critical? Okay. I did not think we'd be able to 2-shot it, but sure. Gastly's level 24. And Parasect, okay. Bug grass type, so we're going to do quad damage here again. It should be a 1-shot. Parasect, a feature of my Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play, but is nothing more than mincemeat here. Okay, well that was pretty easy. Ugh, again? Yeah, your team is not very well built, man. So I lost again, don't think anything about it. Oh, here, I'm sure a Slowpoke will use a Dart Bike so that we can use that to use that bridge the dude was talking about. You'll never be as good as... Dude, I beat you every time we faced each other, so... And also, do you not have Rock Smash at this point? God, you suck. Okay, we might as well see what else is here in the Safari Zone. Maybe there's some good items or something. Oh, wait. It's a dead end. And we're encountering a Pokemon. So that's awesome. Geodude. Well, again, this is another Pokemon you can fully evolve that you otherwise normally wouldn't be able to. So I guess if you... Was this guy here before? Okay. Tauros. Good Pokemon. So yeah, so some Pokemon that you'd otherwise never be able to use. You know, you're able to in this, so... I just saw there was a little tree up there. We do not have Sentret with us for cut. So, yeah. No, I want to be done. Yes. Okay, rate my performance. I caught all of 0 Pokemon. Maybe I'll go back and try to catch 20 Pokemon like this guy says. And get the prize, what it is. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Pokemon, honestly, but... Seems like there's a lot of NPCs that give away the Pokemon in this game. Alright. Well, I think Unfortunately, we didn't quite get Ghastly to level 25 to get him evolved, but that'll come in the very next episode, so... I think this is a good stopping point here. Maybe a little bit longer episode. We didn't really do a ton. Did some trainer battles, and you know, we caught a team member. That's obviously significant. It also reminds me, I'm gonna store away this Grovyle for now. Grovyle for now. Because again, I don't really plan on using it, but you know, just keep it in the back pocket. And yeah, we'll just keep the 5 we have now, so... Oh, wait. Duh, I forgot I had Zoroark in the freaking PCs to make room to adopt that Grovyle. I was gonna be like, wait, we have 5 team members. Why is there only... Okay. Alright, so... This is what the team's looking like at this point. We'll switch Pikachu down at the bottom. So this is the 5 we've got right now. So one more slot to fill. And I really think we probably should look for an electric type, not Pikachu though, or a grass type. That way we can address, again, the water. We might have some problems if we come with like an Elite Four member that uses water types, or like a really good water trainer. Not that we have like a big weakness to it, we just don't have anything that can hit it with super effective damage. So I think either a grass or electric type should fill out the last member of the team, but we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll go back and catch an Axew and we can use a dragon, who knows. But anyway, that'll do it for this part. Next time, I guess we will use our new bike and go across that one bridge towards... What's the next town? Southerly City. So we'll go across the overseas bridge and make our way to Southerly City. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Pokemon Glazed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.